What I discovered recently is just gonna be mind-blowing, guys. Just recently, everything was not the same. All different techniques I tried, nothing, guys, nothing worked. Here's the key. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy you're here, and the reason why you're here probably already means something. Maybe God is trying to speak to you through this message, or maybe you just need to hear it. If you are going through some complex situations right now, or maybe you had some really good situations in the past, but somehow they all turned into getting worse, or you start to feel stuck, this video is for you. So, as always, I decided to share this message in a moment, kind of randomly, as sometimes it happens. And as you guys know, I just like to share some insights, or maybe some of my past situations that I feel like might help you in some way, or some things that I learned through those situations, because I had so many bad situations in the past. And recently I've been going through some complex situations in my life, in my family life as well. And basically, I don't know like what's going on, guys. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because you might feel the same, or you might be in the same situation. What I've discovered gonna help you a lot. Like something I realized through all the situations, and this might not directly apply to you, but let's just talk about if why it might not apply to you. So if this is not for you, if you never really been in your life in a good position, or never really been in good situations, there might be just a topic I will record for next videos why this happens. You might be having some blocks or some limited beliefs that just doesn't let you break that ceiling, and that is that is a story for a little bit different video. And this is more for people who actually had at some point of their life something good happen, something good with no matter relation wise, family wise. Maybe you've earned some you had months where you earned a lot of money, where you get some, I don't know, bonuses from your job, or maybe your business was doing really well, and then all of a sudden it like went back to where it was before, or even got worse. What I discovered recently is just gonna be mind-blowing, guys. One simple thing, and you might heard it a lot of times before, but I'm gonna try to explain you this situation on my personal situation. What gurus are telling you, kind of similar, but it's not the same, is because they are already, most likely, most of them are living at the higher point at where they already been through those situations. They maybe don't even remember all of those situations where they were at their lower point, and it's hard for them to really speak to you in understandable way, because they are just not at that same level as you are right now. As a person who are, well, right now situation changed for me, but just recently everything was not the same. What did I do? First of all, I started to read a lot of books, and I always like to read books, and I read books all my life. I didn't really have time to do that because of motherhood and all of that, but I got a chance, started to read book. I was reading this about gratitude. It hit me completely different this time, you guys. What did I do before? I did gratitude journal before a long time ago, and I tried it multiple times on and off. I tried it for longer periods of time, I tried it for shorter periods of time. I tried to write there different things that I'm grateful for that I had. I tried to write there different things that I'm grateful for that I didn't have yet, but I was grateful for those. All different techniques I tried. Nothing, guys, nothing worked. Why? Here's the key. I genuinely didn't have the feeling. It's not about what you write. It's not even about how much you can describe this gratefulness, or all of that just doesn't matter. The point here is what you feel inside. Like, you have to really check with your heart. You have to be really like, God, I'm so grateful. Like, start with simple things. Go through your life. There is so many things, like you have your phone right now watching this, right? Be grateful for that. You have a light, or you don't have a light, but you have a house to live, right? You had a chance to cook a dinner for yourself. You had a chance to buy some groceries, or you got some discount and it was unexpected in a good way, and you saved so much money because of that, you have to be grateful for the tiniest little things, but not just like, okay, thank you, but like genuinely feel that so much. When I started to feel like, okay, life is kind of going downhill in a way, I started to realize that, okay, first of all, I need to get more spiritual. I need to get closer to God, which I tried to do that before too, but this was just on a different level because I was like, God, what's going on? I don't understand it. Then God revealed to me some of the things that I wasn't just grateful enough. And I realized not only I wasn't grateful enough in some situations, but in other situations, I wasn't grateful at all. There is a big chance, if you're watching this right now, that you wasn't grateful enough, or you wasn't grateful at all like I was. So what happened before I had a good life? Everything was smoothly and everything was working out perfectly. And it's so easy to be grateful when you're in that position, right? When everything goes well. But when some situations are happening, something is shifting, it's not easy to do that anymore. But it also might be a test. Maybe you ask for something really big, and then maybe God sent this as a test to you to see, okay, so let's give it to you. Let's see. You have to first, let's see where you are at, where your heart is standing at, right? What point? So we can see if you're capable of receiving those big things, right? If you are not capable of those big things yet, you will probably be talking something negative. You would probably be discussing somebody else or some situations, talking negativity, most likely, or just not saying thank you enough. And this is gonna be the key turning point. Even if you was doing all those bad things that you wasn't supposed to do, you still can turn the situation around. Started to realize all of this. Everything started to shift so fast, like in a matter of days, not even days in some point. And I just started to be so grateful from the bottom of my heart that I was just sitting and crying because I realized how much God blessed me through my life, how much He protected me, how many of good things I had even through my childhood, through some people I knew, through some friendship I had, through some opportunities I had. And I was like mind blown that I don't even remember that I was grateful for some of these things at all. I never really said thank you for some of these things at all in my life, you guys. I'm just sitting and realizing that and just crying. And that feeling was so genuine. That feeling was so from the bottom of my heart, like maybe not even from my heart, but from like my soul. I was like, thank you, God, because there's so many, like no matter where you are in your life, even if you're living in your car, there are still so many things to be grateful for, right? You can find just the smallest, tiniest details. And the more you find those, the easiest it will be next day to find even more of this. Like today, I went outside and I heard the birds sing, and I was like, wow, this is like heaven. I step out and the birds are singing, right? It just doesn't stop, guys. Once you start to realize it, once you start being truly grateful, have that feeling, that deep, deep feeling, the strongest feeling you can experience with being grateful, the better your life situations will turn, the fastest it will turn. God tells us so much about this in the Bible. We just don't really pay attention, I feel like. Jesus himself even was always grateful before asking something from a father. Once you will look at that, I don't know, maybe broken relationship you have, and be truly grateful no matter how they look right now. Once you start to look at the finances you have right now with the little ones, or even that minus that you have right now, and be grateful for that, just imagine it being a plus, everything will just change into better. There is just no limit. There is no limit. Only we as people limit God. God himself doesn't have to limit himself, right? Because he has so much power. Only we as people limit him. We shouldn't do that, right? And situations like this happen sometimes, not in all cases, but sometimes it might be a test. This test might be there to elevate you to something greater and bigger, something that you might even not imagine before. As long as you stay grateful in this present moment, it will be amazing. It will be mind-blowing. And that's the power of those bad situations, actually, because they can turn so fast around. They can like catapult so fast. You're just being grateful, truly, truly grateful, not generically writing it in your gratitude journal, not just generically trying to repeat thank you, truly feeling it from the bottom of your heart. Guys, it's gonna be amazing. And then it will really, really help to get your mind into the right place, to be more positive. And once you're more positive, once you're on that level, just everything you want will start to get closer to you. I hope you guys got some insight from this video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you again soon.